Hi, today is Wednesday, June 10th, and here are our midweek announcements from First Presbyterian Church in Carson City. My name is Bob Davis. I'm pastor here, and tonight, for the first time in a long time, we are going to have people from the congregation in the sanctuary. Tonight is when we open up the production taping for people to come and see what's happening and to enjoy just being in the building. And so we are going to be able to have up to 50 people here in the sanctuary, and that 50 includes the production team, the praise team, and all the ushers and the greeters. And so realistically, that means about 40 people from the congregation maximum can join in, and we will be welcoming them in. 5 o'clock today, the only door, the Division Street door, will be the only entrance that we have, and we will open that at 5 o'clock, and you will be greeted and instructed how to follow the ushers. Ushers will be assigning you seats. There is no free seating that we are allowed to do. We're going to have the ushers assign seats so that we can have the safe distance maintained. It's going to be an interesting night. We have tried to anticipate all the things, but I would expect that there are going to be some bugs tonight. If we knew what they were going to be, we could probably fix them now. But because we don't know what we haven't done, there may be some confusion and some questions and things like that. So come tonight, not looking for a polished production and a polished thing, but simply a time when we are learning. And that's really part of the reason why we're doing this way. We are doing the production taping so that we can learn to be prepared at the time when we are able to do worship on Sunday morning. So that's coming on. A couple things to know about that. First, mask mandatory. Got to come with a mask. We are going to require that. It's just good practice. I think we're going to need to get used to it. Second thing is we'll be taking temperatures at the door. So just be aware that that's going to happen. Third, tonight is all about music. The Wednesday production tapings are music. It is not a worship service. And it's not going to feel that way because you're going to see the equipment in the room. There are going to be starts and stops. It's not a sequential thing all the way through the service. But it is the music that we will be including as part of the worship service on Sunday. And so we do look that this time would be pleasing in God's sight, but we don't want you coming in expecting that this is going to feel exactly like what you remember when we were last together in early March. Tomorrow will be all the spoken word parts of the service. And doors for that will open at 12:30, and we will begin taping at about 1. And for both these taping times, you should expect maybe an hour, probably a little less, and that's just an idea. These things are first come, first serve. If you're coming on Thursday for the spoken part and the sermon, and if you have been accustomed to having and using the Bible from the pew rack, you need to know that all of that, all paper, all touchables in the pews have been removed. In fact, you're hearing them being removed presently. No, Margaret just apologized, but she's here in the sanctuary with me, and she's pulling all the paper out, and so you're not even going to have offering envelopes. So just be aware that that's going on. It feels like the most unreformed thing that I have ever done in my life, which is to pull the Bibles out of the pews. I always want you in Scripture. I still want you in Scripture. But I'm just going to ask that you use it from the app that's on your phone or your iPad or whatever device you have. Bible apps are available. Online apps or online Bibles are available. So we're going to just have electronic Bibles for a while. Be in the Word, just don't count on us to provide a hard copy of it for you. Let's see, other things going on. We transitioned this week from the Eastertide Pentecost Trinity Sunday into what's known as ordinal time or ordinary time in the church calendar. Church has a year, a calendar. We don't mark it January 1 to December 31st. The church's calendar year begins with the first Sunday in Advent, as we remember what God has done, as we look forward to what God is doing. And Advent, as you know, culminates in Christmas, and then we have a Christmastide. And then we have a block of time, which is also ordinal time, that leads us into Ash Wednesday, and then Lent, and then we get into Easter, Eastertide, Pentecost, Trinity Sunday, and then this block of time that we have until really the end of November, and the church's calendar year culminates with what's known as Christ the King Sunday. And so you see the progression of what God has promised through what God has done to the culmination of the coronation of Christ as King of all creation. And that's kind of how the church year runs. So what does that mean practically? Well, it means that the colors you're going to see in the sanctuary are about green. It means that I'm probably not going to be wearing a robe or a stole except on communion Sundays. It's a little less formal. It just kind of matches up with where we are in our summer schedule as well. So I would imagine that you're going to see a less formal summer as we go along. And that's true whether it's in person or on video. Finally, just want to continue sharing with you some of the things that I have received in the email and from others regarding what they have been doing with their time during this pandemic and this time of separation. And so we're going to give you a couple of those now. And so for those of you coming tonight, we look forward to seeing you. For those of you coming tomorrow, same thing. For the rest, know that we are coming and we are in process to get to the place where we can all gather together in the sanctuary. It's going to be a while, and there are going to be some learning things along the way, but the process has begun to renew and restart the church as a ecclesia, the gathering of those who have been called in the name of Christ. So enjoy the projects during the COVID period, and then we look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. God bless.